Okay, so the patch 1.3 is out, and God, there's a lot to talk about. Maybe not the best thing that happened overnight with that patch, but it's the nerf that happened to the Helm. Let me show you what I mean by nerf. Basically, as you can see, most of my towns now are obviously not in production. So this is because with the updates, they've actually increased the capacity of our banks, which is good. They've increased the production also time that it takes, to reach capacity. However, now the issue we're having is the cost. So let me show you. Basically, as you can see, all of my manufacturers now are actually back to work because some of them were full. Now, none of them are. And if we have a look, I'll give you examples. So even on small ones, so let's say this level 3 here, right? So as you notice, it's asking me 3,600 silver for a level 3 on the basic setting. So looking at the increase they've done with capacity, it's going to take me about 8 hours on level 3, and we're looking at 10 hours on level 4. Why is that? There's another thing that happened, and it's the production per hour. There was actually a bug. I don't know if you've seen it in the patch notes yesterday, but there was an actual bug where when you buy the upgrades... So, sorry, let me show you right now. So when you buy the upgrades here on the last page at level 6, so you see these 20% for the routes, and then on level 10, 30%, right? Well, this was actually wrong. So up to now, the value here was 15, 25%, and it was cool, the production was decent. Yeah, well, that was not the right thing. So now, because what they wanted to do initially was to add the extra 20 and then 50% to the 5% we had before. So it wasn't going from 5 to 25 or 5 to 55%. That was actually 50% of the 5%, which means that instead of 5%, they were targeting 7.5 and not 55. So yeah, a lot of people I think are going to be angry and probably annoyed that they didn't, get the chance to enjoy that 50% bonus, because most players who were playing from the beginning, including myself, well, could have actually enjoyed those 50%. Actually lost half my production with that 20% removal from connected lines. I mean, now, to be honest, I wouldn't actually be that bothered. I mean, yeah, it's still good to get that extra 6% there and there for the big cities, but for the small ones, I mean, looking at the cost, as you can see, it's now taking me 10 hours just for level 4 to reach max capacity. That's just too long. Yeah. I think they might need to revert what they're doing, or they're gonna have to find a solution for us to, I don't know, to get pieces of 8 a lot faster, because yeah, that's not really the best thing to do. I did have someone tell me that apparently when you look at events now, because that's another change that happened, when you look at your standard map, so as I said, I've captured everything, right? My map is full. Well, we're still getting the takeover opportunities every half hour. So now that's another annoying thing, is that you're getting notifications every half hour for 4 or 5 events going on. But someone told me that if you actually do the event for something you already have, so a manufacturer you've already acquired, apparently you get pieces of 8. And I think he said he got 300 for doing the event. So let's have a look. That could be interesting to be able to farm them, but I don't feel like, every half hour having to run to a place just to get 300 pieces of 8. I don't know. We'll have to see how that's going to go on in the future. Now, another thing that was mentioned was the ability to toggle the PvP flag. So as you can see, when you go in your ship menu before sailing out, you now have the PvP flag, which is currently off, but you can turn it on. And obviously turning it on, actually, you know what? Let's try it real quick. Let's turn it on. And it says we're supposed to see a skull and be available on the map. So what I'm going to do first, so I've toggled the PvP on. I want to show you how it looks, because I didn't really plan on doing PvP right now. We don't see any other red triangle or players, because we're supposed to see every player that has PvP activated. We're supposed to see them on the map. So you know what? Let's sail and see if we see a difference. Okay, so you can see bottom left, we do have that red skull. That is one thing that is confirmed. Not seeing anyone with the PvP flag on the map. So no need to do that. So let's just disembark. Switch off PvP, because now what we're going to go next, we're going to go and try the wind, because the wind is supposed to be changed and better. So with the new update, the wind is supposed to change by 15 degrees every 10 seconds. So we shouldn't be as bothered that often. So I mean, looking at the wind so far, let's try and navigate a bit, see how the wind is doing. But yeah, see, that's what I was saying earlier with the notifications, is that we're gonna get this every half hour. I mean, I was so happy to have everything done, so I didn't have to see these all the time. Because now it's like every half hour you're gonna get like 4 or 5 messages. I'll have to check in the options if there's any way to deactivate it. Oh yeah, and obviously I don't know if you've seen, but chat is there. So people can now do their PlayStation trophy. I know just PlayStation, but you know, if you want to do your achievements in Steam or on Xbox. But yeah, that's now available. I think that will help as a community anyway. You can see people already chatting, asking, you know, if anyone wants to do a voice chat, groups and all that. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, they're definitely going to have to do something with those notifications, because even though they already announced the events happening, they're giving me reminders now. Like, yeah, no, I don't need to do those. Or more, I don't want to do those. Okay, so something else that was mentioned, which is actually in place, is the possibility to sell your inventory stock directly to merchants. So as you can see now, when we're looking here at the bottom, there is this cycle inventory. So we can choose from the warehouse or from our ship. That's pretty cool. So I mean, obviously, instead of having to go and gather stuff directly, you can go and see the merchant, sell, and then you can switch to your warehouse and sell whatever you want. I think this is going to be awesome in the idea of being able to sell things and not having to go and, you know, pick up things all the time and be bothered by inventory. And I also think the reason why they've done this is to kind of counter the fact we're going to need so much more silver to like pay for manufacturers. Because I mean, you know, even the level 4 now is costing us 4,000 silver. So I think that, yeah, silver is going to be a massive, I don't want to say issue, but it's going to be a massive topic now. We're going to have to find the best ways to farm silver. Actually, speaking of silver, let's have a look. We're now supposed to open pouches and chests really quickly. I need to find them first. I know I had some chests. Yeah, let's see. So if I click on this chest here, open. Okay, so it didn't even give me the option, it just opened everything. Cool. Okay, so that's great. That actually is working too. That's a massive relief. And I think this is also linked to the fact we're gonna have to farm more silver. So yeah, let's go and hunt renegades. Now the other things we're gonna have to do is go and attack a Dutch fort. Because in the update they did say that the DMC forts or the towers would be stronger and would shoot more often. So that is one thing we need to do. And they've also said that we're getting more loot from the Austin Megafort. So yeah, I'll need to wait probably later on to have my group log in, and then we'll go and attack the fort and see if we do actually get more loot. And also we'll have to go and test La Peste, because apparently they've nerfed the damage that the small boats are doing to him. It wasn't intended for them to do that amount of damage, so we'll have to try it out later. But yes, I'll bring you another video once we try La Peste, we try the forts, maybe some PvP events, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. In any case, I hope you find this information useful. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about those nerfs and upgrades? And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.